Hi Toy Tractor Times fans, I'm at the 2022 National Farm Toy Show in Dyersville, Iowa, hosted by the Toy Farmer. I'm here with Jacco Van Den Broek of Germany, but he's Dutch that lives in Germany, so we're taking a look at a good Dutch chopping display here, Forage Harvesting.
Dutch-German chopping display, I would say.
Yeah. Very good. Congratulations on taking third place. We appreciate your time and flying all the way to the U.S. and traveling to Iowa.
Thank you very much, Ted, very much.
And I really enjoy, I hope someday for my Big Tractor Power channel to travel over to Europe and film some of the things that we're going to see here on your display.
Well, welcome every time.
Well, thank you. Well, let's take a look at Forage Harvesting is one of my favorite things, and this is a unique Claas Forage Harvester model. What can you tell us about this machine?
Well, there are only a few machines built in reality, so it was a small batch what Claas built. It's called the Claas 900 C35 Field Shuttle, and there's a guy in Belgium who makes the conversion of this one. The chopper is a 1/32 scale Claas, made by Universal Hobbies, so it has more detail as the early models they made of the 880 and the 900 made by USK. And the back part, so the bunker, what we call the bunker, it's all small parts, 3D printed and build it up as a kit.
And we can see the chassis here, where it connects to the chopper, the rear axle, and tandem axles here on the box. So this has chains that shuttle the top over to the larger forge trailer.
You can see it here. It has a chain bottom, and so you can do it. It works in two ways. You can stand still with the chopper and the trailer, or you can drive with both together. So you can pick up this one. It doesn't work anymore, but you can lift it up so it comes over the side, and you can fill it up.
And then you could also, imagine, turn the spout if you need to fill in corners or top it off.
Yes.
Well, it's an impressive harvester. I wish we had things like that here. That's different than our dump carts.
Rumors told me there are two of them in the United States, but I don't know for sure.
Well, if you're watching, you own one here, let us know. It'd be very cool to find it.
Well, this would be the first one, but not in real life.
Sure. So we have the Claas and the shuttle, and then you have a Fendt tractor here. Pulling the trailer. What model Fendt is this?
This is a 615 LSA Turbomatic. It's a conversion of a Wiser Toys with wide wheels and wide fenders, front and back, and it's pulling a Kaweco Radium 45 silage trailer in a tandem axle. And both models are conversions of what it was. This one was a Joskin, and now it's a Kaweco, because the silage trailers, they all look very similar. They only have a little bit of difference in the real world.
Sure. Yeah. There's only so many ways you can haul corn silage.
Yeah.
So this, imagine it has a gate on the back, and then it can conveyed out to the pile.
And it also has a chain bottom to unload. So
and we can see
it's not tipping.
The Forage Harvesting crew name here, which seems like a familiar name.
Yeah, it's a fantasy name. I put it on that I don't sell them to someone else.
Well, it looks good. I like how the windows open on the tractor as well.
Well, Wiser Toys made an amazing job on the tractors with opening doors. So you can open the doors, you can open the windshields, and Wiser Toys did an amazing job on his kind of tractors. And I hope Wiser Toys, so Manfred Wiser, sold this company to someone else, and I hope that the quality goes
continues.
On.
It's impressive.
What he did,
it's very nice.
Did with his models.
So I noticed there's a Michelin Man on the roof.
Yeah. Well, that's. I always say it's a Dutch thing, you know. We have in Holland they have a lot of people who work for contractors, and they put the Michelin Man on top of the roof and CB antennas and some other figures, and they even have a carpet in the cabs, and you must take off your shoes when you're driving the tractor because no dirt in the tractor. So
Personalized a little bit.
yeah, that's it's not a German thing, it's a Dutch thing. What they do.
Well, it's definitely a lot of dirt on the outside, so it's good to keep it clean on the inside.
He has to have it clean on the inside. Yes.
So what model trailer do we have here?
Well, this is something from my own collection. It's a $20 CQ tipping trailer, and I put some other fenders on it, other wheels under it, some toolboxes, and just a little slight conversion. This trailer was available in this constellation with green and yellow, and I put some John Deere stickers on it and made it in John Deere, and I think it fits very good to the 4955 made by Jacco. And this is a total conversion with other wheels on it, wide wheels, no front fenders, what is very untypical for Europe, but no front fenders. And as you can see, we got a little minion in front.
So here we can see the other side of the 4955, and cab door opens as well.
Yeah, it has antennas, extra antennas on the roof. It has a cooler box inside the cab, and a lot of kids have seen the Minion. And
yes.
And they ask me, why do you have Minion? So the story behind this is that some contractor in Europe needed a front weight. So he had an old boiler at home, and he filled up the boiler with concrete. And then he had a rusty boiler in his three-point up front. And then he thought it would be a good idea to paint it. So his wife painted like a Minion. And this picture went viral in Europe on the internet. And now some people have front weights with a Minion on it. So that's the idea behind it.
I really like that. That's a great idea.
Well, I think you know how it is with displays. The women are looking to the details. The kids see something like this, and the guys, they are looking for the machines and the tractors. It's always the same, and it's the same in the US as in Europe.
Good detail. So we have another one of the Quaco trailers, and it looks like you have panels that come up to keep the silage from blowing off.
Yes, that's in parts of Europe it is law to have something, so like a net or a tarp or this system. What we see here
It looks nice and easy. Just put the flaps down.
yes, normally they drive around with it with a very higher heat, but it's not longer allowed because when a car is driving behind them or a cyclist or whatever, they get all the silage in their face, so they do something else. And this is normally they are hydraulic to open and to close.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like the steerable axle as well.
Yeah, yes, too. So the front and the rear axle, they are steerable. It's at the two axle, it's only the rear axle what is steerable.
So you can see here, this is the Radium 55 with 3 axles.
That's the 55.
And then the 45 has the tandem axle.
And it also has, but it looks stupid when it's in front of the machine. Yeah.
And then another nice John Deere tractor at work here, John Deere 8400.
Yeah, it's one of the favorites of mine. I bought this model, it was not complete. The original mirrors were gone, the front weights were gone. So it was, let's say, cheap enough to make a conversion of it.
Good candidate.
So I had white fenders up the front, white tires, from France, from Artisan 32. Put on a front hitch, a Forage. So a little bit of conversion on this tractor, and this is the result of it. I think it's pretty neat.
I agree. I like it. And then as we just look at the overall display, I like how you have the corn and the chopped stalks. Are these toothpicks? Or?
Yeah, toothpicks,
Okay.
yes.
And then I really like the detail of the tire tracks of the tractors coming in and out of the field here. And I know that you're often fighting a lot of weather and rain.
Well, where I come from, it's a lot of wetland and bogland, so
And then you have ducts here. Got the
yeah, we got
over
ducts.
pipe here going underneath.
Yes. And what I did is the first time I worked with epoxy to make the water. So, and it was for me, it was the first time. And, but I think it's pretty neat.
It looks like there's algae on the bottom and
Yeah.
just a plant. It looks good. And then we have some people over here visiting across the road.
Yeah.
We've got a dog.
Yeah.
Well, using the tree.
The dog has his fans since 2019 here on the toy fair. All the women who are coming. Oh, you had the display with the dog. So the dog is also
back.
coming up. He's back, and he does what he has to do.
Right. So you have a very nice display, and it's compact. We can see here. How do you get this over here? How do you bring your boards on the plane? And
Well, normally you know it by yourself. I coming with suitcases, but after COVID, flying is expensive, luggage is expensive. So the display base I send over by post,
okay,
and the toys they were in my suitcase. So and nothing was broken as I opened up all the boxes. So the parcel service did a good job. And the airline also did a good job
that's good.
because
That's a little
everyone who has
nerve-wracking.
flown knows how problematic it is with luggage.
Yes. Well, thank you for taking the time to come to the U.S. to share this with us, and it's
Anytime
an
again.
exciting harvest to see, and very interesting models.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jacco.
You're welcome.
And thank you for watching on Toy Tractor Times YouTube. If you would like to attend the National Farm Toy Show, it takes place the first full weekend in November each year in Dyersville, Iowa. And if you would like to see more videos like this one, make sure to check out and subscribe to Toy Tractor Times YouTube, where we have hundreds of videos on different farm displays. As always, thank you for watching.